Welcome to another episode of Follow the Brand TV. I am your host, Grant McGaugh, CEO of 5-Star BDM, a 5-star personal brand and business development company. I want to take you on a journey through another deep dive into the world of personal branding and business development using compelling personal stories, business conversations, and tips to improve your brand. By listening to the Follow the Brand TV series, you will differentiate yourself from the competition and build trust with prospective clients and employers. You never get a second chance to make a first impression. Make it one that will set you apart, build confidence, and reflect who you are. Building your 5-star personal brand is a great way to improve your skills and knowledge. If you have any questions for me or any of my guests, please email me at grant.mcgaugh@5starbdm.com. Now, let's begin with our next episode on the Follow the Brand TV. All right, I want to welcome everybody tonight. This is going to be fantastic. I am Grant McGaugh, CEO of 5-Star BDM and host of the Follow the Brand podcast and TV show. I want you to become a social superstar with the right data-driven insights via the latest benchmarks on social selling. I need you to understand what your community expects from your brand and become a social selling superstar. I want to help you create experiences that engage customers at every point of their buying journey. Now, my social selling program builds awareness and generates high quality leads. My vision is to create business opportunities for every client of 5-Star BDM. Business professionals who use social selling close 40 to 50% more new business than those who do not. According to LinkedIn, 78% of businesses that use social selling outperform those that do not. And 75% of business to business B2B business buyers use social media to make buying decisions, according to the research from LinkedIn. So many businesses only have a social media page that they update at least once a month or once a year. Having a barely active page suggests to new visitors that a business or personal page might be less popular or worse, no longer operating. So this type of impression will hurt you and your brand and will cost you many potential customers. Now, there are so many businesses and individuals on social media that need help to attain the traffic and engagement that they desire. So from my experience, it's because they didn't incorporate stunning pictures and videos in their social media strategy. The hottest social media platforms today use visual content to build relationships and communicate information. Have you ever seen a business page's social media account that only tweets or posts their sales messages, or when asked a question by a customer, they give the same generic answer? Thank you for your feedback. We are currently working on improvements. Please check our website. Surprisingly, a lot of businesses do this. So what's the problem with this? These messages do not build relationships with your target customers. Too many businesses make this mistake of only promoting content about themselves. Some even tried hard selling their products on every single post. Now, the problem with this is that social media is a social sharing platform. You don't gain followers by just promoting your content. You share content with others and engage with your target audience by employing a thoughtful approach to social selling. Business owners can earn the trust of their target audience. You want to form strong relationships with potential customers and see positive impacts on your revenue. Developing the proper social media strategy is a significant problem in improving interaction and generating more leads. So, what sets social selling apart is that it leverages digital communication to establish relationships with potential buyers. Now, to achieve success on these networks, businesses need to create humorous, entertaining, or educational videos and pictures. If you have struggled to grow your brand's social presence, you are not alone. Here's a common problem that I see as a trend in the marketplace told through one of my clients. I'll call him Jim, not his real name, but Jim is an entrepreneur who owns his own leadership coaching business. He has been in business for over 3 years and has always relied on traditional methods such as cold calling and emailing to generate leads and close deals. However, he's been finding it harder and harder to reach decision makers and get a response. That's when Jim contacted me to learn more about social selling through my course. Jim was, he was skeptical at first, but he decided to give it a try. So he started by optimizing his LinkedIn profile and ensuring it reflected his professional experience and expertise in the coaching and training industry. He then started to engage with potential customers by liking, commenting, and sharing their post, as well as creating and sharing valuable content. Jim also started to use LinkedIn's advanced search functionality to find potential customers who fit the target profile of his leadership coaching business. He would then send them a personalized connection request and follow up on those messages that he had sent. Now, Jim was amazed by the results. He started to see a significant increase in the number of leads he was generating and the response rate to his messages. He also found it easier to schedule calls and meetings with decision makers with the LinkedIn platform. So after a few months, Jim was able to close a deal with a new client he had found on LinkedIn, something that would have been almost impossible using traditional methods. He was also able to show a significant increase in his sales numbers in a short period of time. Now, Jim's success with social selling not only helped him to achieve his personal goals, but also helped him increase his business, increase his sales, and reach new clients to build his pipeline. So, social selling has proven to be a game changer for Jim. And he continues to use it as a key part of his sales strategy to grow his pipeline quarter over quarter. Now, Jim learned that a successful online presence on social media platforms includes several key components. Now, those components range from consistent branding. Your online presence should include consistent branding across all your social media profiles, including your profile picture, your cover photo, and your about story. Now, this will help you to establish your brand and make it easier for your target audience to recognize and remember you. Now, secondly, relevant and valuable content. Your online presence should include relevant and valuable content that addresses the pain points and challenges of your target audience and provide solutions to their problems. This will help you to establish trust and credibility with your target audience and make them more likely to engage with you and your content and consider your product or service. Now, thirdly, we're talking about engagement. Your online presence should include engagement. This means responding to comments, messages, and feedback, and actively engaging with your target audience. This will help to build stronger relationships with your target audience and make them more likely to consider your product or service. Fourth is going to talk about optimization. Your online presence should be optimized for search. This means using keywords and hashtags that your target audience is likely to be searching for and making it easier for them to find you on social media platforms. Social media optimization provides the opportunity to reach out to your niche audience. A premium presence allows you to position your brand to your ideal customers. Learn to create online customer engagement strategies that help increase sales and increase your profits. That's number four. And number five is your professionalism. Now, your online presence should be professional, avoiding controversial or sensitive topics and being respectful of your target audience. The professional benefits that arise from social media include easier networking and more visibility and communication. Professional social media campaigns, when done effectively with a goal in mind, can be utilized to drive traffic to your online store to close business. And number six, I'm talking about analytics. Your online presence should include analytics. This means tracking and monitoring your social media metrics such as reach, engagement, and conversions. This will help you to understand what's working and what is not, and make data driven decisions to optimize your social selling strategy. So, social media analytics gives companies insights about their brand and also about what the competitors are doing. It gives companies a better understanding of the problems customers have with their products and services and how the customers use their products and the overall perception of the company. By incorporating these key components into your online presence, you can establish a strong, professional, and effective social selling strategy that resonates with your target audience and helps to drive sales and growth for your business. A strong online presence is important for social selling because it helps to establish trust and credibility with your target audience and make it easier for them to find and engage with your content. So, as social media becomes more and more domineering in marketing, it takes creativity and innovative approaches to boost sales. People have become used to hashtags, trends, pages, and mentions. In order to stand out, you will need to incorporate more original content into your overall strategy. The challenge now is to make your content stand out. So we're going to talk about user generated content, or UGC, which is incredibly popular with people. In fact, a 2021 study revealed that 80% of consumers say UGC highly impacts their purchasing decisions. According to Adweek, views on YouTube Shorts have generated an average of 30 billion views per day. The appeal of YouTube Shorts is twofold. You have creators who post on Shorts and are able to attract more viewers to their long form content and grow their number of subscribers. The videos are about up to 15 seconds in length and lead the viewer to want to know more. So UGC short videos are excellent content to use on LinkedIn, Instagram, and TikTok also. So the feature has arrived, and artificial intelligence, AI, is officially everywhere and more accessible than ever. There's a range of AI inspired effects to choose from, including the ability to create an entire background for your video by merely typing in the text. Now, copy generators like ChatGPT and Jasper AI are also becoming popular with brands and creators to help them draft outlines or ideas for written content. So while AI can't replace originality or creativity or thought leadership, we'll likely be seeing a lot more of it in the coming years. So move over Google. Nearly half of Gen Z is using TikTok and Instagram for search already instead. This means that if you want your content to get discovered, Optimizing your post with keywords is more important than ever. Users are looking for a more exploratory experience with curated takes and personal experiences. Think storytelling and think honest reviews that you're gaining with your content. When building out your 2023 social strategy, make a list of keywords you'd like the brand to rank for and be sure to create social content around them regularly. One trend I spotted in 2022 that I think of in 2023 is the concept of telling a story midway through instead of at the beginning. It's the ultimate hook, whether it's decoding a trending topic or sharing a soundbite that's bound to stop your viewers in their tracks and make them want to play catch up. This type of storytelling prompts the audience to dig a little deeper to understand what is happening. What better way to get someone's attention than to make them feel a little FOMO, the fear of missing out? So, social media is the wild west. It's constantly evolving. And while it can be overwhelming when a new feature drops or a trend emerges, it allows you to experiment and see what works best for your specific audience and goals. Now, the 5-star BDM LinkedIn social selling course can help you to stand out and attract the right connections and opportunities. We will help you professionally create your profile, provide personalized recommendations for improvement, and help you create and share engaging content to help you showcase your skills and expertise. Our 5-step course makes connecting with industry experts, finding job opportunities, and building meaningful relationships easy. Social selling can be an effective way for you to generate leads and close deals, but it does have its challenges. Our course will help you solve the problems associated with digital networking. If you need help personalizing your outreach and messaging, which can lead to low response rates and a lack of engagement, if you need help targeting the right prospects, this course is for you. With so much noise on social media, it can be challenging to cut through the clutter and get your message in front of the right people. Our course will personalize your messaging. Using our targeting tools and research, you can identify and reach the right prospects. We will also show you how to deliver high quality, valuable content that attracts and engages prospects and clients. The 5-star BDM LinkedIn social selling course will address these challenges by implementing best practices. As a result, you can improve your social selling efforts and generate better results. So I want you to sign up today on our course. Go to my website at www.5starbdm to improve your digital networking efforts and build solid and lasting relationships online. If you are looking to improve your LinkedIn profile and reach a wider audience, social selling is an effective way for you to generate leads and close deals. Our course will solve the problem of social selling. So, what does that mean? What does it include? Some of the problems that we found is lack of visibility. If your profile is not optimized or you're not actively participating in groups or sharing content, it can be difficult to get noticed on LinkedIn. Number two is a lack of personalization, which some businesses struggle with personalizing their outreach and messaging, which can lead to low response rates and a lack of engagement. The third problem we see a lot is difficulty targeting the right prospects. It can be difficult to identify and target the right prospects on social media, especially if you don't have access to robust targeting tools. And then we've seen outdated content. If your LinkedIn profile or content is not up to date, it can give the impression that you're not actively engaged on the platform or that your skills and experience are not current. And then we'll also see a lot of this. That's poor quality content. and not leveraging video and pictures to convey ideas. So, to solve these problems, the 5-star BDM LinkedIn Optimization Social Selling video course will help you to focus on personalizing your outreach and messaging to better connect with prospects. And it includes 5 modules. So, in the first module, we build your foundation. You're going to learn to create a high quality, valuable profile that will attract and engage. In module number 2, that's the story. You'll optimize your LinkedIn profile to make sure it is complete, accurate, and visually appealing. In module 3, we talk about your experience. That's using the targeting tools and research to identify and reach out to the right prospects. And in module 4, that's the engagement. It's about establishing a consistent follow up process to nurture leads and build relationships over time. And then in module 5, we're talking the execution. We're putting it all together. That's understanding the metrics that help you to measure your brand effectiveness. By addressing these challenges and implementing best practices, you will improve your social selling with the 5-star BDM LinkedIn social selling course. And I'm encouraging everyone to sign up for the course on my website, www.5starbdm.com. The store will be opened up. The course will be available today and this particular time. It's January 17th. So on the 18th and beyond, you'll have that available. The cost for this, I just dropped the bottom out. I'm going to give this for sub $100. Sub $100. You will now get a treasure to use a platform and a tool that you will gain thousands of dollars if you use it effectively. Now, I've been a business development manager for 25 years in the information technology field. It's a very tough field, lots of competition from all over the world. And I had to learn a different way of presenting myself. In a lot of cases, I am working on accounts that are what we call new logos, meaning they're not doing business with us today. And we've got to, present our story. We've got to present our case as to why they should consider us for an opportunity. And the traditional ways, and I see a lot of people still doing this, and it was great, when it first came out, especially picking up the phone. Now the phone is still a great tool. Don't think you don't do that. You're definitely going to do that, but it's a lot easier if somebody calls you and you recognize the number, you probably take the call. If they don't recognize you, you're going to go to voicemail, right? And you never hear back from them, right? And the same with email. It's the same exact thing now with email. People won't open an email from someone they don't know at all. They immediately think that's a spam. This is a sales call. All they want is me to buy their stuff. It's a me approach. Not effective in today's technological society. People want to know who you are and what you do before they begin to invest valuable time in you, because time is valuable. I use this formula a lot. Just think about this. And I don't know what your prospects, typically look like from a financial perspective, but if you talk to somebody that makes, let's just say they make 6 figures, right? And if you do the math on 6 figures, just at the low end, $100,000, it usually equates to around $50 per hour. So if somebody's going to make an appointment with you and what you're going to take up an hour of your time, you're really taking $50 out of their pocket. You need to bring value to that hour because they just lost $50 by interacting with you. Not even thinking about it. Now you're dealing with a company that is it's $1 million, right? $1 million of revenue, right? For that 1 hour, That $50 becomes $500. You just said, wow, I need you. This is what you're doing when you call somebody up, you email somebody, or you interact with anybody, you make an appointment, you take an hour of their time, you are costing them money. And you need to understand that. So when I talk to $1 million business, I'm asking that person right off the bat for $500. Might have $500. So you have to bring you need to be more than $500 of value that you're going to bring to that discussion. You need to understand that if you're talking to a $10 million business, the price goes up. That's $5,000 an hour. Am I going to spend $5,000 for just a generic sales pitch that you're giving me? You haven't done any research. You don't know anything about me. I don't know anything about you. Why am I going to take the time, stop what I'm doing, and invest time with you, especially if I don't even know who you are? So the best way to establish yourself is through your personal brand, through social selling. This is something that was not available to me. When I started selling years ago, you think of the 2000s, there was no social selling, there's no digital networking. That either you had a brand out there, and if you could afford, if the company that you represented could afford radio, they could afford TV, they could afford print in a newspaper or different articles. That's how you really got your name out there. And only very few people could afford to do that. So as an entrepreneur or a solopreneur, it was like, wow, and you just started your business. How are you going to afford to get out there? So the other thing that you would do is just networking, right? I'm going to go to different associations, and I know that my target audience will probably be there, and I'm going to introduce myself, and I'm going to hand out my business cards, and I'm going to collect their business cards, and then I'm going to go home, then I'm going to start cold calling them or calling them or emailing them and see if they're interested in my product or service. Now, what I'm saying is you still need to do those things. But wow, wouldn't it be so much better and easier if the person already knew who you were when you walked in the door? This is what happens when I go to a networking meeting. It's like, oh, hey, there's Grant. Hey, I just saw that last post that you put out there that you highlighted, one of the doctors on your podcast. That was so amazing, and you talked about all the different things and innovations that are going on in healthcare. Yeah, this is what. Now, what do you do? Yes, yeah, you're into healthcare and life sciences and data and info. All of a sudden, they're telling me who I am. I'm not telling them who I am. They're telling me because they see me already. I've already set the stage. Now it's just a matter of they have the awareness of me. Now they need to start considering me actually for a project or something they're doing in their business. Where do I fit? And I might not fit immediately right then and there. A lot of times these things take months, or in some cases, depending on what it is, it could take years before they actually can take advantage of your product or service. You need to understand that. You need to understand the sales cycle of what you're doing through metrics and analytics to understand that it takes, I think right now, 20 to 50 touches before somebody will actually recognize your brand and consider you for your product or service. But think about what I just said. It takes 20 to 50 touches in today's market for somebody to consider you and your business. So we got to look at yourself and say, how many times am I really touching this prospect? And I tell you, you call somebody 50 times, it's going to be, you're irritating them. If you email somebody 50 times, they're going to be irritated. They might know who you are, but it's going to be a bad light. That's why you have to expand your reach, expand your content, understand the customer buying journey. And at every stage of that journey, you have specific content that you're using to tell your story, to understand your why. You have to have your personal story. You have to understand your business story. And most importantly, you must understand the customer's journey, the customer's story. What are they doing? Where are they at in their journey? Wouldn't it be beautiful to understand if somebody were walking in, let's just say in through a forested area, and they were getting lost. And then all of a sudden they reached out to their phone and dialed your number because you had the map to get them back on track and help them to move forward. That is what we're talking about. So at the point of time that they actually have a problem that needs solving, that is urgent, you are now top of mind. That is the power of social selling. You want to be top of mind, top of funnel. Now, I do that myself through my podcast. I have an award winning podcast. I've interviewed over 100 different individuals. A lot of the people that I interview and I talk to are part of my target audience. I've built out a platform in a way that I can approach different prospects and potential clients that they want to be a part of my program because I've developed a platform that they find valuable, that they will spend an hour with me talking about their passion, something that's very, very important to them. Now, do you think the next time that I reach out to them via phone call or email or on LinkedIn, I can do a quick email because I'm connected to them? Their response rate goes through the roof because they know who I am and I bring value and they like me, right? So it's very important to understand how to create the process to allow someone to actually review what you have, what you're doing in a positive light, that they just kind of move away from their current schedule, what they're doing, and allow you to take a place in their platform of their journey, what they're trying to accomplish because they know who you are. This is very, very important. So I want to see, I don't know if we can ask any questions. If someone has a question, I don't always see them in the chat, but I like to answer questions. We can answer questions live. If you have a question of what I just said over the last 20, 30 minutes, I encourage you to put them in the chat. And then when I say that, I want you to think about where you're at and what you're doing. Oh, here we are. Where are you holding seminars and workshops? That's a very, very good one. Now, obviously, during the pandemic, I was doing a lot of webinars. Webinars are still a very effective tool because it collapses the window of time. But you need to understand how you're doing the webinar in a way that is going to be most effective. Now, I also do a lot of, I participate, I have to say, in associations. I just did a presentation for the executives, right? They brought me in because they see the work that I do in social media. That, hey, would you like to come in and talk to our group? Talk to us about personal branding, because personal branding is a wide scope. Anybody it can participate and actually take advantage of improving their personal brand. And then when you couple that with social selling, digital networking, because whether you're trying to develop a business or you're using it for career advancement, they are both very, very effective, right? So having workshops, doing seminars are very, very good, but you need to understand how to craft these different programs that fit the target audience. Sometimes people can't sit for 4 hours. So it's like, you know what, 4 hours is going to be long. Maybe I need 2 hours. So you shrink it. Maybe I need an hour. You shrink it. Maybe I need 15 minutes. You shrink it. So it really depends. And then you have to step out that customer journey. So it really depends where they're at. If they're starting to get into mastermind groups, it's going to be longer. If they're paid workshops, people will pay for the value that you're doing. So you start to look at, what am I giving away for free? And then what am I doing for payment? If you're going to do a 4-hour workshop, that's something that definitely should be paid. I suggest you probably, if you can, you want to do it in person. I think it has more impact. But depending on what it is that you're promoting, you certainly can do it online. I see people do that as well. So great, great, great question. And I'm going to just tee off just a little bit more on that because brand association is so important. I work and am involved with a lot of nonprofit association because it gives me a platform in which I can touch my target audience. So I'm a part of HIMSS. HIMSS is the health IT arm of all the different hospitals and healthcare systems in America, about 100,000 members. I'm the program chair. So when I do events, I just did an event in November. We had about 300 or 400 people come out. I was the host and the moderator for that entire conference. I was able to then reach out to different CEOs of different hospitals, different chief information officers of different hospitals, different subject matter experts throughout. That I brought some people in from out the country. This brings my brand visibility higher and higher and higher because of who I'm with, my brand association. Like, wow, if you look on my site right now, I just featured Dr. Will Barsoom, who was the CEO of Cleveland Clinic. Now, everybody knows Cleveland Clinic is a huge hospital system. Well, he was the CEO of Cleveland Clinic in Florida. So all those type of things come together because there is an alignment. All right, I see another question here. It says, what are the major service you offer and which ones you advise first? It really depends on where you're at on your journey. The first thing I do, I have a 30-minute free consultation. So you can go to my site, go to contact page, and book a 30-minute consultation with me, right? So I'm giving you hundreds of dollars of my time by doing that, but I feel it's a good investment. So bring your A game as we're going to have a conversation because that's where I'm going to have a little bit of an assessment of where you're at, depending on where you're at. Now, without even knowing me, that's one of the reasons I built out my LinkedIn social selling course. You can go to that course. It's a video tutorial. There's 5 modules for less than $100 and learn. At least I call it, you build the car, right? You build out the profile. You built it out to where now you've got an effective, visually appealing presence. But then it's not just that. Now you got to know how to drive it. So I also teach you how to drive the car so it becomes visible and that you're gaining and growing your followers and your connections that are your real connect. You don't need thousands and thousands. People think, oh, I need to be an influencer. I need to have a 500,000 followers. That is not true. What you need is the people that can actually buy your product or service that are following you and connect it with you. That is what you need. And I built out a network of about 20,000 different individuals that are in healthcare and IT, now also branding, because I do that. And what do you do branding, Grant? I do branding so I can get in front of my target audience. Very simple formula. That's why I do that. So once you've had the consultation, and perhaps maybe at the same time you've already taken the course, because at the end of the course I say now we can really start to talk about what you want to accomplish. What do you want to achieve? What are you trying to do? Are you trying to grow your business? Are you trying to advance and promote your career? That is important because once you start doing that, we can begin to talk about my brand blueprint. So I'm going to give you a brand blueprint strategy. And that's got higher ticket item because it's a 4-week engagement. You have 4 one-on-one engagements with me, as well as homework. Because we're going to work on, after we've talked, we're going to do market research so we can get a better understanding of what it is and what you're up against and understand your competition. Then we're going to look at your skills gap analysis, which is a skills gap workbook. So we're going to do comparison models with your ideal clients or your competition, see where you stack, where are you at, where are the things that you have your strengths, your weaknesses, right? That's what starts building back into your SWOT analysis. Once we got done this work after about 2 weeks, now we can begin to look at your brand. What does that look like? What kind of brand identity are you going to need? Because you have to differentiate yourself. And you can't just throw things out there. This is the classic mistake that we see over and over again. People try to execute, before they have a strategy. Tune in for our next show or click on our website at www.5starbdm/followthebrandtv. Thank you. The 5-Star BDM LinkedIn Social Selling course can help you stand out and attract the right connections and opportunities. We will help you professionally create your profile, provide personalized recommendations for improvement, and help you create and share engaging content to help you showcase your skills and expertise. Our 5-step course makes connecting with industry experts, finding job opportunities, and building meaningful relationships easy. Social selling can be an effective way for you to generate leads and close deals, but it does have its challenges. Our course will help you solve the problems associated with digital networking. If you need help personalizing your outreach and messaging, which can lead to low response rates and a lack of engagement. If you need help targeting the right prospects, this course is for you. With so much noise on social media, it can be challenging to cut through the clutter and get your message in front of the right people. Our course will personalize your messaging using our targeting tools and research. You can identify and reach the right prospects. We will also show how to deliver high quality, valuable content that attracts and engages prospects and clients. The 5-Star BDM LinkedIn Social Selling course will address these challenges by implementing best practices. As a result, you can improve your social selling efforts and generate better results. Are you looking to improve your LinkedIn profile and reach a wider audience? Social selling is an effective way for you to generate leads and close deals, but it does have its challenges. Some common problems we saw with social selling include lack of visibility. If your profile is not optimized or you're not actively participating in groups or sharing content, it can be difficult to get noticed on LinkedIn. Number 2, lack of personalization. Some businesses struggle with personalizing their outreach and messaging, which can lead to low response rates and a lack of engagement. Also, difficulty targeting the right prospects. It can be difficult to identify and target the right prospects on social media, especially if you don't have access to robust targeting tools. And number 4, outdated content. If your LinkedIn profile or content is not up to date, it can give the impression that you're not actively engaged on the platform or that your skills and experience are not current. And lastly, poor quality content and not leveraging video and picture to convey ideas. To solve these problems, the 5-Star BDM LinkedIn Optimization Social Selling video course will help you focus on personalizing your outreach and messaging to better connect with prospects. In module number 1, the foundation, we will help you create high quality, valuable profile that will attract and engage. In module 2, the story, optimizing your LinkedIn profile to make sure it is complete, accurate, and visually appealing. In module number 3, the experience, using your targeting tools and research to identify and reach out to the right prospects. In module number 4, engagement, establishing a consistent follow-up process to nurture leads and build relationships over time. And lastly, in number 5, execution. Understand the metrics to help you measure your brand effectiveness. By addressing these challenges and implementing best practices, you will improve your social selling with the 5-Star BDM LinkedIn Optimization Social Selling course. Listen to what others have said about 5-Star BDM.
Grant, I'll tell you why I'm here, right? I'm here because I love your brand. When we started chatting on LinkedIn, we connected. I checked you out and I go, man, this guy knows what he's talking about.
You were definitely instrumental in helping to shape that knowledge of who I am. Because at first I thought, well, I am an actress. I am a writer. I am a producer. I am a speaker. And so I said, well, I must be a creative communicator. I know that there is a narrative thread here, but you nailed it when you said you are a storyteller. So you brought it all together in this cohesive title.
Sign up today to improve your social selling opportunities. Hey everyone, it's Grant McGaugh, CEO of 5-Star BDM and host of the award-winning Follow the Brand podcast and TV series, where I help you to build a 5-star brand that people will follow. My genius is personal brand development through intelligent communication and helping you achieve your business and career goals. I am a requested speaker on digital technology and brand development issues. I want to work with you to increase the value of your current opportunities while attracting new ones. Every one of you is unique, and we all share challenges that can be addressed through smart branding. As a super connector, I work with you as an executive coach to guide you along the complicated business and career development road, providing the enhancement tools and information you need to succeed. Together, I will help you succeed in today's challenging business climate. I will evaluate and measure your progress. Best of all, I am right alongside you every step of the way. Build the brand called you. Genius is coming.
Follow the Brand TV broadcast host, Grant McGaugh, as he visits with top executives and entrepreneurs to find out their secrets of success with their personal brand. Follow the Brand TV broadcast host as he focuses on brand development to build better relationships, bring value to your business, relationships, and career. You will enjoy listening to each episode that is tailored to speak to you directly. If you're looking for this type of clarity in terms of building your brand, you have tuned into the right station. Each episode will help you to shape a conversation in the 5-Star BDM network of 20,000 professionals and become a springboard for your corporate engagement and business opportunities. Each guest will frame their story in the areas of personal branding, business development, career development, financial empowerment, and technology innovation. Grant McGaugh explains why he is the CEO and owner of his own professional career. Grant is an accomplished business leader and entrepreneur who wants to give back to individuals to grow their personal brand strategy. Tune in as he weaves his story about new possibilities, while to you exceed expectations. If you love storytelling, this show will make for fun.
5-Star BDM, Brand Development Masters, is a professional consulting and advisory group keenly focused on business development services for the small to mid-sized business and entrepreneurs. Although every business is unique, they often share business development challenges that can be addressed through smart branding. Services include process improvement and operations, digital strategy and transformation, business intelligence, digital marketing, and personal branding. Our business and personal branding company has helped a number of professionals and organizations to optimize and grow. This results in more business, more opportunities, better reach, positive outcomes. Visit www.5starbdm.com today to learn more.
Mission Possible with Nubia Media by 5-Star BDM. Our mission is to engage engineers, mentors, and other educational resources to enhance our students. Transform with hands-on education that inspires. Create new STEM career paths. Learn cutting-edge science experiences. Lead with a passion for science and math. Tap into the power of collaboration. Explore innovations in STEM learning and teaching by promoting the exchange of ideas among mentors and educators across professions and disciplines. Inspire a passion for science and math in the minds of young engineers of tomorrow by increasing knowledge and interest in science at the elementary school level. Meet the needs of today's student.
So doing that, those types of community technology adoption, that's going to create a workforce. The need is going to educate the Black businesses. It's going to generate opportunities for disenfranchised technologists like me. And it's going to give us a platform to reset our environment.
Visit us online at 5-Star BDM.
I am Black business. From the moment I wake until the time I sleep, I am Black business. I am Black business. Are you Black business? I am Black business. Do you support Black businesses? I support Black business because I am Black business. Black Business Expo, one of the largest business showcases in the history of Black business in the world. Sign up today at www.blackbusinessexpousa.com or call 919-308-9090. I am Black business.
The Black Business Expo's mission is to raise funds for high school seniors going to college or K through 12 entrepreneurs. This expo is a fundraiser for students. Please, you may go to www.blackbusinessexpousa.com to donate to the scholarship fund or use the Cash App at $BBXUSA. Our goal is to give laptops and up to $5,000 to 10 students. Students can register online at www.blackbusinessexpousa.com. Every dollar counts. Please donate to the Black Business Expo USA Scholarship Fund.